He doesn't travel. He commands a fortress in motion. Each journey of Kim Jong-un unfolds like a military ballet wrapped in silence and luxury. An armored train glides across the land, stocked with fine wine and guarded by soldiers at every mile. Beside it, bodyguards run in perfect rhythm, a human wall of loyalty and fear. Above, snipers watch from rooftops. Below, radios whisper coded orders. For Kim, movement isn't escape, it's ritual. A living performance of absolute power, reminding the world that he moves not as a man, but as a state. They are not just bodyguards, they are shadows in motion. Every public appearance of Kim Jong-un is choreographed to perfection, and at its center runs the most elite unit in North Korea, the running bodyguards. Dressed in tailored black suits, earpieces glinting under the sun, they sprint beside his limousine with military precision, moving as one organism, a living wall of loyalty. Their selection is ruthless. Candidates are drawn from the Korean People's Army, hand-picked for identical height, flawless vision, and absolute obedience. Family backgrounds are screened for 2 generations to ensure no trace of political doubt. Only those who embody perfection are allowed near the supreme leader. Training is relentless. They master close-quarters combat, evasive maneuvers, marksmanship, and psychological discipline. They learn to anticipate danger before it happens, to react, protect, and disappear within seconds. Communication is silent. Coded hand gestures, discreet pins, and subtle eye contact replace words. Their duty extends far beyond running. They secure hotel corridors, inspect every route, taste food, test drinks, and monitor every breath that enters Kim's circle. Each movement, from the way they stand to the rhythm of their sprint, is a message to the world. He is untouchable. Most serve for about a decade before being promoted to prestigious positions within the regime, rewarded for loyalty that borders on worship. They are more than guards. They are symbols, reflections of the state itself. When the world watches Kim Jong-un surrounded by his running protectors, it does not just see security. It sees an image carefully designed to project fear, unity, and control. They are the embodiment of power in motion, the heartbeat of a system built to protect one man at all costs. If Kim Jong-un's running bodyguards are the visible spectacle, then the Supreme Guard Command is the invisible fortress behind it all. Known officially as Unit 963, this organization is one of the most secretive and loyal structures in North Korea. A state within the state, created for one purpose only: to protect the supreme leader. Comprising between 95,000 and 120,000 soldiers, the command rivals the size of entire national armies. Its layers of protection are arranged like concentric circles. The innermost ring includes the bodyguards who run beside Kim. The next secures nearby zones, roads, buildings, and temporary sites. The outer perimeter extends miles away, forming a living wall of surveillance, checkpoints, and armed posts. When Kim travels, the world around him transforms into a fortress. Hotels are swept clean of local staff, replaced by vetted operatives. Every room, every corridor, even bottles of water are tested by specialists. Metal detectors, encrypted communication hubs, and mobile command centers are installed temporarily, then dismantled once he departs. 6 departments govern this vast network: intelligence, operations, logistics, communications, counterintelligence, and medical security. 3 combat brigades stand ready to neutralize large-scale threats. Even a dedicated construction battalion can erect fences, bunkers, and guard towers within hours. Maintaining such a force drains the nation's limited resources. Analysts estimate it costs hundreds of millions of dollars annually, a staggering figure for a country under sanctions. Yet for Pyongyang, the survival of Kim Jong-un is not just a priority, it is the foundation of the state itself. Every bullet, every soldier, every locked door exists to protect one man. The Supreme Guard Command is not merely security, it is ideology made tangible. It embodies the message that in North Korea, to defend the leader is to defend the nation. It is the silent army behind the curtain, unseen yet omnipresent, the heartbeat of a regime built on loyalty, fear, and devotion. Among all symbols of North Korea's ruling dynasty, none captures its paradox better than Kim Jong-un's armored train. A palace on rails, where luxury and fear travel side by side. The tradition began with his grandfather, Kim Il-sung, who believed rail travel was safer and more dignified for a leader. His father, Kim Jong-il, elevated it into spectacle. Terrified of flying, he transformed his trains into mobile fortresses, complete with banquet halls, chefs serving lobster and caviar, and imported French wines stacked in silver cabinets. Kim Jong-un inherited both the trains and the legacy. His personal convoy, often called Tango, consists of more than 20 heavily fortified carriages, painted deep green, armored with reinforced steel, and lined with bulletproof glass. It glides across North Korea's landscape like a moving monument. Inside, the decor rivals that of a five-star hotel. Leather seats, polished wood panels, golden fixtures, and communication equipment capable of linking directly to Pyongyang's command center. Every journey is a military operation. Tracks are inspected hours in advance, rail traffic halted, and soldiers deployed along the route to guard every crossing. Helicopters hover above, while snipers secure the hills. The train itself moves slowly, not out of caution alone, but to maintain the aura of control. Meals on board are prepared by loyal chefs using imported ingredients despite sanctions. Dishes like Kobe beef, fine Bordeaux wine, and Korean delicacies fill the table, while officials dine under portraits of the Kim family. Analysts estimate the total value of Kim's armored train exceeds $50 million, making it one of the most expensive moving residences in the world. Yet its true cost lies in symbolism. Power wrapped in steel, luxury fueled by secrecy. For Kim Jong-un, the train is more than transport. It is theater. Each journey reaffirms the dynasty's continuity and control. When it rolls into a station, what the world sees is not a locomotive. It is a moving statement of immortality and rule. While Kim Jong-un's armored trains symbolize the dynasty's enduring legacy, his aircraft and luxury cars reveal its evolution. Power modernized, wealth displayed through motion. The centerpiece of his aerial fleet is the Ilyushin IL-62, known domestically as Cham A-1. Originally a Soviet jet, it has been fully refitted into a flying palace. Leather recliners, polished wood panels, gold-plated fixtures, and private chambers reserved for the supreme leader. Analysts estimate its maintenance costs at more than $10 million, a remarkable figure for a nation under sanctions. Onboard communications can connect directly with Pyongyang's command center, allowing Kim to rule from the skies. Complementing this is a smaller Antonov AN-148, used for regional visits and quick diplomatic trips. Together, they provide both majesty and mobility, a blend of spectacle and efficiency carefully crafted for his image. Occasionally, state media releases footage of Kim piloting smaller aircraft himself, reinforcing the illusion of a leader in complete control, even mid-air. On the ground, luxury turns into armor. Kim's motorcade is led by the Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman Guard, valued at over $1.6 million. The vehicle is bulletproof, explosion-resistant, and designed to withstand chemical attacks. Around it, his running bodyguards form a synchronized shield, a human extension of the car's steel skin. The rest of his fleet reportedly includes Maybach sedans, Toyota Land Cruisers, and Lexus SUVs, all imported covertly despite global restrictions. These machines are more than symbols of comfort, they are tools of image management. Every polished surface reflects a narrative: strength, prestige, invulnerability. Each flight, each drive is a moving display of dominance, reminding the world that Kim Jong-un travels not as a man, but as a sovereign state on the move. If the Supreme Guard Command protects Kim Jong-un's body, then the Ministry of State Security, MSS, guards his power through fear. Founded in the 1970s, the MSS functions not just as an intelligence agency, but as the eyes and ears of the regime, ensuring that loyalty flows upward and silence flows downward. At the heart of this system lies the Inminban, a network of neighborhood watch units embedded in every street, factory, and apartment block. Ordinary citizens spy on one another, submitting daily reports on conversations, habits, and even facial expressions that might suggest disloyalty. In North Korea, privacy does not exist. Every whisper belongs to the state. Tens of thousands of MSS officers oversee this vast web, equipped with surveillance tools, encrypted communication lines, and access to detention centers that remain invisible on any map. Those suspected of dissent vanish overnight into interrogation facilities where loyalty is extracted through fear. Under Kim Jong-un, the ministry has been modernized. New departments monitor online activity, foreign media, and even encrypted messaging apps. Cyber units track defectors abroad and hack financial networks to fund the regime's operations. Within the party, the MSS conducts purges that reinforce a single truth: no one is beyond surveillance. Its influence reaches far beyond the borders of North Korea. Agents monitor exiled communities, journalists, and diplomats, ensuring that the regime's image remains unchallenged. Even overseas, the shadow of the MSS looms large. The Ministry of State Security is more than a shield, it is a sword. It cuts through whispers before they become words, and through words before they become resistance. Together with the Supreme Guard Command, it forms the invisible foundation of Kim's rule. One army guards his life, the other guards his myth. In North Korea, security is not just protection, it is theater. Every armored train, every convoy of black sedans, every formation of running bodyguards performs the same silent message: the leader endures. For Kim Jong-un, survival itself is spectacle. His movements are choreographed with the precision of a royal ceremony, transforming ordinary travel into a performance of absolute control. The world sees luxury, golden interiors, guarded hotels, parades of precision, but beneath it lies a truth built on fear, loyalty, and illusion. Every bulletproof window and secret tunnel is part of a ritual designed to remind citizens that his life defines their fate. The Supreme Guard Command shields his body. The Ministry of State Security shields his image. Together they weave a web of vigilance where even silence becomes obedience. Inside this structure, power becomes sacred. It is not debated, it is worshipped. Kim's armored train is not a vehicle, it is a moving altar. His bodyguards are not men, they are symbols of devotion. Each layer of secrecy strengthens the myth that the leader is eternal, that the state and the man are one. In the end, the spectacle is complete. A nation moves in step with one heartbeat. For the outside world, it is control. For North Korea, it is faith.